Okay, so we're just going back on the Red Dust revival of 2022. I have some footage and I've pieced it all together. I know it's been a while since the last event, but it takes time. We're all busy. So I'm Woody.
I'm Doc.
And I've taken my glasses off so I can actually see the prompts.
Smoke and mirrors here, folks.
Yeah. So a bit of background on how we found ourselves at the event. We had plans, well I did anyway, to build a car for that event. I started and it was a big undertaking for the short amount of time I had, and it never eventuated.
No, I was literally going up there to hang on the spanners. I was helping out. I was definitely the guy looking from the outside in. But of course I come from a motorsport background, so I thought I'd be able to help Woody out if we needed to sort out the car or you know.
And he actually just came along for the ride because he did bugger all on the car.
I did nothing. I kept the whiskey cold and I cooked the meals.
Because there was already a YouTube star there, Jordan from Bennett's Custom.
I was fanboying off the
he was.
So big shout out to Jordan Bennett and Ben Bennett from Bennett's Customs.
Yeah, it was definitely a worthwhile event. Okay, so we didn't have a car, and I was lucky enough to have a good friend of mine, Alistair. He offered me his 1928 Chrysler Roadster, which was from WA. It originated in Yarloop. It was the sergeant's daily driver to get to work. So it has some history in WA. Alistair's car is a 1928 Chrysler that he was gracious enough to let me drive.
I think you drove it in the previous year, in the 2019, didn't you?
Yeah, I think he's been to the last two. I don't know if he drove it in both of them, but it was in the last event before 2022. So the car was good to go.
And then I had the trailer. I had the tow rig, so that was all right. The Alistair's car, the one we borrowed, was a bit of a survivor barn find style one. It was very unique, wooden wheels, which I thought was
a little sketchy. but that's what Al does. Restorations on vehicles, and so
this was legit. As he found, it was the little quick history. It was in the farming days. If you cut the boot off and put a flat back on there, you actually got I think a cheaper fuel. Or there was a rebate.
You got vouchers,
vouchers and stuff. So this was a roadster. They cut the body off. They used it for the farming thing, and then when the farming side of it was done, they put it all back together again, and you can still see the seam where they welded back together. But this is a complete original car, as it was, unblemished, apart from the fact where you can see where they cut the back end off. It was pretty cool.
Which you'll see in the upcoming video.
The 90-day base special.
yeah. It was fantastic to drive. It was a thrill. I think I got up to just a touch under 100 kilometers an hour. You could feel it sliding. It was a cool feeling. When I look back on it, maybe I went a little too fast, but hey, it's what it is.
Send it. The important part is you're trying to experience what guys back in the 30s were doing, so, and they would have sent it.
And they never held back.
They never held back. And considering these cars have really old school gearboxes where you can't actually back shift very easily, it's something that can be done if you're a bit skilled. But so once you're up and running and you had the boards and pinned to the floor, it was hang on and really sort of feel that moment. So. And
I think you did actually check.
I did.
I think you checked the water once.
Don't believe what he said. I actually checked, made sure things were And I put the solar panel on the battery to keep it going. That's a bit of modern stuff, but don't tell the old boys because they don't get weird about that.
Yeah.
But no, we kept it. We checked all the usual stuff. We had to make sure that obviously there's oil in there. There are radio system where there's a loss system, so you have to go back and you have to make sure that the blades are all topped up between runs, and we had time in between runs for it to cool down and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, they were the side valve 6, the Chrysler stuff. It's pretty bulletproof.
the sound is found, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just quite amazed that Woody hadn't come. He's done a bit of rallying in the background. Hasn't really come from a motorsport background that say my family comes through. So to throw himself into the void and just go out there and sling it and bring it, for someone who hasn't come from a motorsport background, was pretty cool to watch from the outside looking in, because it was quite encapsulating to see him experience that. And as a mate and as a bystander watching, it was pretty exciting to watch, even if it was simply just going out there. But it was really nice to see someone experience motorsport in its realness for the first time, per se. So
yeah, a bit of background on us. We've been into cars since we got our licenses in the 80s. That's how old we are.
Racing GPX.
So we went to high school together. So, and we're still mates now. So it says a lot. Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to go to the event and do what I did without his support. So, yeah.
I was encouraged to actively come, but bloody hell, I loved it. It was so good. It was a good thing. The atmosphere of all the guys and girls up there was pretty cool too, because we were quite outsiders. We hadn't been to any events. We turned up here. We had our car. We weren't really that knowledgeable of what's going on. We had a little bit of history on the background. We had a keyed in a little bit. We'd looked at videos and the YouTubes of previous years. So
I think we watched every single.
We did. We watched
YouTube
over and over.
Over again, yeah.
So went up there, doing the homework, getting the job done right. But we weren't expecting what the event would deliver back. That's what we weren't expecting.
So when we rocked up, we got onto the dirt road and we're heading in. We got to the first sort of checkpoint, and one of the stewards directed us into the pit area. I had goosebumps once we were pulling in, and we could see all the other people there with their cars and the camping behind it.
It's like a gypsy village of cool people.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It really was. You rolled into the place, but what you realised, and this was the realisation moment, as you rolled down the dirt track and it opened up into the pit area, and you could see all the camping, you could see the edge and the periphery of the track. It became very real very quickly that we were part of something that's going to be
special,
a special moment for sure.
Like I said to Brendan as we were pulling in, I said, this is a bucket list moment that we never realised we had.
It was a t-shirt
that we needed.
Too. We got to put that on a t-shirt, but absolutely 100%. We didn't realise that this was something we needed, or that we would embrace so fully. But man, we're victims, mate.
It was so good. We're hooked.
Victims. Not only we borrow a car for the last time event, and now the plan is to go back with 2 cars, one in each hand, and get out there.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. That's it's and with about 12 months to go. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be in a car going fast, you're going to get a bit of a feel of this. It's pretty real.
Yeah, I didn't realise I had so much footage of the in-car stuff while I was driving around.
A little bit of ego, but it worked out to our benefit.
Yeah.
So you get to see what the track's like out there, and you get to see the whole environment and what's happening. It's pretty cool. So, and for me, it'd be nice to go back and just refresh the memory and recapture some of that moment, because it's a bit fleeting when you get our age. You forget some stuff, but you get to go back and see it again, and it just ticks off all those moments. You go, that was a great day, and then the next one, that was an even greater day.
Yeah. And as far as like when we watched the previous videos from the years before, and it was talked about the brotherhood, it is definitely you have that feeling.
It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely a thing, and it's not sexist, ladies. The sisters are definitely included in the brotherhood. But the comradeship,
Yeah, the camaraderie
is quite sublime. You know?
Yeah, when the day's done, the sun's going down, you have a few drinks, you walk through the pits, you're talking to other people who are driving that day or helping. Yeah, that side of it as well was amazing. So
you kind of feed off their energy, and it's a real energy. It's a tangible energy.
And if somebody needed help fix something, or they were missing some part, or if you could lend a hand, you would. So
yeah, and no one was on. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to. If you go, oh, I'm looking for a head gasket. Well, let's have a look, see if we can find one. We'll get you going, and we'll get you back out there. And it was like that across the board, and it wasn't any delineation between the bike guys as well. The bike guys and girls were just as friendly towards the car guys and so on and so forth. It really is the brotherhood thing is definitely tangible. It's real. If you get to go up there and experience the event, you'll feel it instantly. It's quite.
Oh, for sure.
It's a brilliant little bit of gear. As of the other day, we are 12 months to go. Yeah, that's a nice round figure.
12 months.
12 months.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
It's hard to believe.
It's flowing.
And that was 2 years ago. What was it? Was it a year ago?
No.
2 years ago.
September 2022.
22. 2 years ago. So we were at Lake Perkolilli 2 years ago, experiencing the first time.
The first time. We were told a lot about it.
Yeah.
And we didn't really know what to expect, even after looking at all the videos and YouTube stuff.
I thought it was going to be like a bunch of old boys driving at each other insane with their car specifications and talking about how great the good old days were. And I didn't actually have a lot of faith that it was going to be the experience that I actually got. I was expecting it to be a bit ho-hum, yeah, hang out, drink some beers, and we're part of it. But it was quite the journey for us.
It was an eye opener.
Yeah, it was exceptional. And what I like about the Perkolilli experience, for those who don't know, the actual track that you drive on, is exactly the same as it was back in the 30s. It doesn't change because it's massively like that. It's not like Claremont Speedway, or you go to Indianapolis, all that sort of stuff. All these old tracks that exist, whether it be Speedway or Formula One, they all change and they become modernised, and they're not the original tracks. So you can actually take a car that is of that era, drive it up there, and you are actually experiencing what it was to drive.
Exactly the same as what they would have experienced.
Yeah, you know exactly what they were feeling at the time. So it's a very rare thing to have that.
The beauty about that track is the clay composition. It didn't turn into bull dust and be undrivable.
It's amazing how it keeps the firmness.
It just stayed hard.
Sheds light dust, and it just but it's packed the whole time. And considering how many cars are turning around, and there's some big V8s out there. It's not all little four bangers. The big side valve V8 and 21 stud side valves are out there, and they turn a tire.
Yeah, and there was never once a water truck or a grader or anything going around there over the whole week.
Yeah, exactly. I come from a speedway background, so water carts and graders are a normal thing. That's just what you expect. Halfway through a meeting, you get the grader out there and you put a water down, and to do not just a day, but a week. Every day, for the whole time, cars and bikes are out there doing the circuit over and over again, right up until the actual day of the event, and then after that, it was still going.
Yeah, still people hung around.
Change. Amazing, just really is amazing. I wasn't expecting what I found and what I experienced at all. It was pretty cool.
Thanks, Dom.
You're welcome.
So,
plus or minus.
I hope you enjoy this video that I've put together. Obviously, it shows a lot of the car that we drove, but it has a lot of other aspects and other vehicles that you see running. So sit back and enjoy.
Absolutely.
Oh, wasn't on it. Coming up on another Perkolilli car heading to Kalgoorlie. 51. See you up there, buddy. First stop for a coffee on our run. We thought we'd just stop here, get the Adamoga in it. Got my man dog here. He's driving.
Road tripping like real dickheads.
Yeah, we are Southern Cross. Pit stop, some extra fuel on the way to Perko. Now everyone, Southern Cross now, getting some coffee.
Gotta get the Joe. Get the Joe. That's what the American anyway, to the driver. So that's about 7
The state
on the dot,
never
7 this morning.
microphone's cutting out on us. I'm awfully sorry. However,
Making good time.
lunch date, so I must go.
The car is looking nice and stable on the back. That's getting better. We've still got a couple of hours to go. Get out of town, there'll be a sign coming in town past Kalgoorlie. So touch good. We'll have another progressive afternoon and we'll get up there.
So we've made it. We're at the turn-off. We're heading into Perkolilli.
Yeah, we've got in here, a bit of dirt, bit of dust. I had to stop for a quick leak, and I had a rich man in a Mercedes-Benz towing his fastback asked me if I was okay. I said yes. I've got well and truly underhand.
Yeah. It's only a small issue.
Small issue, but I was managed to wring it out by hand. So that's a good thing. So we're just about coming in. We've had a seamless run, quite frankly. Very, very happy to be here. We're rolling into camp about 2:30, so we should be up and running by about 3:30 and crack a beer. Awesome.
And then our campsite is just up here. Is that, mate?
Singing, mate. Fuck you.
Is that what it was?
A bit of U2 moment.
Oh, really?
Oh, I better get you fucking right band on for today.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is where we generally sit during the day.
you at now, mate? Alright, here we are, folks. Saturday morning. All the teams are lining up for their first official passes. All the time trials and all the things have all been done and rusted. And now we're grouped up in our appropriate car matches. So today should be a fairly close little thing. We're just going to take a bit of a cruise down the main pit road. There's a few cars that have had to pull pin and go stumps. We've got a couple over the back here that aren't going to be running today. We'll see them over there on the trailers. They're going home. That's what happens when you've got money, folks. You have a big truck. And La Francie is heading for home. So here we are coming up the main pit area. We can see the very just the variable machines that are here. It's just have an amazing array of gear. And the best part about it is there's not one. Give us a smile. There we go. There's not one single machine in this pit area that would be anything close to the next one. It is really quite an amazing thing that people have the ability to come up with unique stuff. And period correct, more importantly. There's Jordan Bennett's car. There's Alistair Campbell's little team over there. Now coming up here, this is Wayne the Scotsman's Land Crab. That little weapon there is so unique to the industry. It's the first time something like that has been sort of seen out here. And some people don't know what to do with it. I personally think it's just an absolute winner of a combination. There's our mates in 134, done a head gasket yesterday, trying their hardest to try and get something going on that one there. And there's the bike division right there. Team Aerial. So all pre-38, so 1938 and earlier. Here's the lineup for the Pommy cars, the little girls, the Austins. And lining up the very first round are the Model Ts. Model Ts traditionally have been the slower of the cars because obviously they're very small capacity. And they're not really that well geared anyway, so they're the slow ones. And then you've got your little English cars, and then you start getting your few Model A's. There's a nice big Art Deco style unit with a big side valve Ford V8. Quite a powerful little number, and actually it's exciting to watch, to be honest, really, as well. Another row of T's. T seems to be quite popular in the Pommy small cars, now the little Austin 7s. And to be honest, very quick little motor cars for something you'd expect to see on Notting driving around. That's very amazing. There, that's the T special, folks. Well, there's designed for racing, nothing on it but what you need. And then we're coming back around now. So what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to take a bit of a drive, show you the scope of the Perkolilli camp area. We've done the run through the pit area. Now we're going to show you the camp city. So over the back here, we have caravan locations. I don't quite know how you tow a trailer in a caravan, but I'm still trying to work on that one. I'm sure I can work it out. To the left is general parking area for the spectators. I'm going to shoot over the top of Sean. Say hi, Sean.
Hey, how's it going?
And over the back here is caravan. So the fancy campers who don't like to camp in tents, that's where they go. If I had my way, I'd probably do the same. So you have the cafe strip. The coffee here is quite exceptional. Queen Bee's coffee, delicious. And reasonably well priced too. Right, a couple of Australians taken over the infrastructure here, so you'll see the clock variety archway over here, and they've managed to go on and put up a nice grandstand. So here's a bit of trivia for you folks. The grandstand hasn't been here since the 1930s. The 1930s was the last time that Perkolilli had a grandstand, and thanks to Variety Club Australia looking after the kids, they put the grandstand back, and it's really quite a cool little place to view the world. How about that? A grandstand, not since 1930. Coming down here, there's got the chopper area down here. So don't really know, but he doesn't know where it's going. Robinson helicopter, and they've been doing tour flights all over the thing and having a bit of a thing. And now we're coming down through here. Ladies waiting to use the toilet, and this is Camp City. Now the toilet infrastructure this year has been pretty good. I don't think if you're busted, you're going to be running out of these. So you got Tent City, you've got Bus City, you've got Caravan City. And I think lucky for these guys, we're up in a nice little spot up in the trees. However, my solar panels have been struggling. So these guys have been doing okay with their solar. Big Winnebago pull out there, look at that. Big wave for the man, thank you very much. The old fold back, forward fold tent. Yes indeed. And coming down past that, so that's where it sort of darts into tenting. And like you can tent anywhere here, no one really cares, as long as you don't kill the flora and fauna, you're good. This is the shower block. Now the showers here have been exceptional. Every time I've gone, it's been hot water and relatively clean. And the water tankers have been coming in every single day to keep that up and running. And you've got a little bit of a toilet block there for the showers and things. So, and now we're coming back into the pit area. And the bikes are warming up. I think the bikes have got they just about finished up with their first run of the days, and they're going to be rolling into cars. We're actually probably going to have to go and get organised too, because we are position 10, so that is group 10 going out. And today Sean has got his second row inside, which is actually a good spot to be, we've worked out. Good spot to be a second row inside. Coming back down for the last time. We'll see if we can get some waves again. Little Mini there, that's actually based on a Mini chassis. Quite a neat little bit of gear. And there's a dude running around with an electric bike, folks. Don't tell my brother, EV, look out. I'm not too sure what here it is, that's the old club there. So Jordan gives away, mate. That's Jordan Bennett from Bennett Customs. And we've had a conversation with Jordan a couple of times over the weekend. He's quite a talented young man. I can see quite a future in him. So that's going to be us for now. We're going to turn this little girl off, and we're going to get ready to go racing. I'll catch you later.
$99 per person. The breakaways, you'll take you down to breakaways. It's a 15-minute journey, $195 ride. And the Kalgoorlie Super Pit. You want to go and have a look at the Super Pit with Harry in Circle H helicopters. It's a 30-minute ride, $375, absolute bargain. So Circle H helicopters here, supporting Variety again for 2022. So if you want to organise a ride with Harry in the helicopter, he's fantastic. Lake Perkolilli, the breakaways, the Super Pit. Harry's over to the right of the Variety banner, you should say. You can see him probably take off and land from over there. That'll be going all day. So go and see Circle H, Harry's name for a helicopter ride. Fantastic to do. And if you haven't got a parachute, don't worry about taking it. It's $1.
Hey, thanks for watching the first episode of Red Dust Revival 2022. Hope you enjoyed it. Some bits are a bit long-winded, but I'm still sorting through all the footage for the next episode. So like, subscribe, follow along. See you on the next one.